how is it going, man? Where you guys at in this world?
Well, I'm in Toronto,
Okay,
but we have hosts in the UK and in Atlanta.
okay,
We
okay,
used to have a host out in LA a few years ago. So we're all over North America and Europe.
okay. So
So
how is it going in Toronto? How is the weather?
yeah, it's nice outside, man. It's hot. Could you tell us how you've handled the pandemic and creating music? Because I know it's like affected artists and producers in different ways.
Well, the one thing you should know about me is I've always been writing music all my life. I used to be on the road with Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch. I used to open up every show. You know what I
Okay.
mean? But no one knew because I was always just a musician all my life. You know what I mean? Because I
Yeah.
grew up in the church and everything. So I always had my music. The
Yeah.
music that I recently worked on was my son's music, Hey Zoo. You know what I mean? With my boy Lucius out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that was the only new music. All my music is I had it for a long time, and the kind of music I have is timeless. So it
Yeah.
just you can just pick it up and play it again. You know what I mean? So that's
Yeah.
basically it. So I didn't really produce no music during the COVID. What I did was hang with my family and my wife, and you know what I mean, and
Yeah.
spend
Yeah.
time. And actually, I had an operation, man, when I was in Toronto. They said I had spinal cirrhosis, so I went through that operation, man. So I
Yeah.
was kind of relaxing and getting into the music and going through old pictures and files and because even my video I shot it a long time ago when I was doing a movie with Mark called All the Money in the World.
Yeah.
And we was out there in Europe for a long time and you know in France and everything, and we was going on a little vacation with his family, and we went in a yacht, and then I just ended up shooting the video like that. And I know it's an artist's dream to have just pick up the thing and shoot your video yourself, and all
Yeah. Yeah.
organic.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Reggie? So
Yeah,
that was the
man.
best thing. I love that. And what happened before I released the video, I sent it to Mark. And I was like, do you remember this? Do you remember that? And he's like,
Yeah.
wow, he loved it. He said, I love the video. So I said, let's release it on his birthday because I was going to Boston for his 50th birthday. He
Yeah.
flew me down there, and then his mom had just passed away, so he wanted to connect with the family and everybody. And my mom is all in Boston, all
Yeah.
my family, so it was easy to say, "Hey, let's launch a song and keep it moving." And it was good for the stuff we're going to now with this
Yeah.
COVID
That'll
and
bring back nice
the living
memories.
in easy. And then when I come over here in LA, I see all these homeless people, and I'm like, oh my God. I reach out and I talk to people, and I go
Yeah.
with my friend and I give out food or whatever we could do. You know what I mean? To help them out, man. It's just tough, man. It's a lot of homeless. So
Yeah.
the song, I felt like I had to release it now. I was like, damn, man, let people feel that love of we need to unite. And sometimes that's it's a miracle. Sometimes when things happen, sometimes people think things happen for it's good and it's bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes you wake up and realize how valuable our lives is, and how
That's true.
important it is for us to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So, and this thing help us come together instead of trying to separate us, massing up, and you know what I mean, Reggie.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
tough,
Yes.
man,
Yes. Yes.
and it's hard to believe because people are always telling you this, and this one's saying this, and
I
read
know
the
so much
Bible,
different.
man.
Yeah. So much different
Yeah,
thing out there, man. I know.
yeah. So I just was happy to be home for the COVID. I spent a lot of family time because remember
Yeah.
I've been traveling, doing movies a lot with Mark, and I've been away a lot. And just before COVID, I was in England. We worked on that movie with Antoine Fuqua. You know what I'm saying? Infinite. So it was good to be home. Actually, for me, a lot of
Yeah.
people didn't enjoy, it, but I did. It was good and bad. You know what I'm saying? You got to take the good with the bad.
So I saw the Infinite the other day too. So
Did you
you
like it?
you do acting? Yeah, that movie
No,
is
no, no,
great.
no, 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 no. I don't do acting. What I do is I help actors. Mark is my
Ah,
childhood friend. I support him all the way.
yeah,
Everything he's doing, I go there and support him. He's my brethren, so I stay,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know. I support him 100. That's why I always had my music. So while I'm supporting him, I'm making my music. I'm spending my own money. I'm helping,
Yeah,
my family out, and that's
that's
what I do.
good.
And I travel and I hang out. Actually, some of my friends are in Toronto right now. Pete Berg, he's directing a movie for HBO right now, and he's telling me, "Come home, come home. I can't
Yeah,
trust nobody." I was like, "Dude, you can trust all the Canadians. Don't worry, they're good people. They're not like Americans. They're okay." You know what I mean? And you learn
yeah,
that. And the Americans, they love the Canadians too because they're so honest, and so it's
yeah,
kind of coming together. And I thought the song was perfect. Unity, bringing everybody equal rights. Friends
yeah.
to all, slave to none. That's my thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the song with Ralph Tresvant, that's the same song you were talking about with
Yes,
the
yes,
living
yes.
easy.
Yeah, well,
So
if I could hear a joke about that song, it came together very organic. Because my
yeah,
boy Ali Durrani, he works with Lily Singh. I don't know if you know Lily Singh. She's on
yeah,
called
yeah, I know Lily.
Superwoman, right? So he
Yeah,
does all her music. So he was making this album called Moon and Stars with Snow, the RZA, Master P, and he'll get all the local Canadians to sing with them and put it together. And I thought that was a good concept. And I said,
yeah,
hey, I have the biggest song, and he worked on my song "Living in Easy." And when we was going home from the studio, we was in the car chilling out, just going home,
yeah,
and we was listening to the song with one of his friends, and he said, "You know something, Rasta? It'd be good if Ralph could come up on this song, you know." And I ain't
yeah,
said nothing. I just said, "Whatever, whatever." I just jumped in my car, and I was going home. Ralph called me and he was saying, Rasta, man, I'm somewhere in Canada. I was like, you in Canada? Where you at? He's like, man, I'm in
yeah.
Canada. I'm somewhere by a casino or something. Man, you're at a casino, Rama. Man, I'm in Mississauga. Man, I'm like a few hours away from you. But I'll come and see you. Don't worry. So I said,
Oh,
B, I was like, I called Ali. I was like, Ali, because Ralph is Ali's favorite artist of all time. I know, you
yeah,
know what I mean? And he's like, I call him up. I said, dude, Rob called me. He wants us to come and check him. He's like, what? He didn't believe me. So I called up my business partner, Jacob Kassler, and I
yeah.
told him, he's this Jewish guy. His father just passed away, Sid Kassler. They're the ones who did that thing 439 Pizza Nova 439. Those are my friends. Those guys who did that
Okay.
commercial. And I said, dude, Ralph is in town. Let's go check him out. Because he's like, I'll come. He jumped in the
Yeah.
car. We all went down and saw Ralph. We went up to the hotel. We hanged out with him. We talking to Ralph, hanging out, and we talking about a lot of stuff. They asked him all kinds of questions about me back in the days, and he's
Yeah.
telling them all kinds of stories. Rasta man he used to come with the van, and he's telling them all kinds of stories, and they're like laughing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then I say, Ralph, Ali wants you to jump on one of my songs. Man, just bring the thing. Bring the thing. Had up tickets and everything for us to come to the show. While I'm walking up in the show, Ralph Adam is just announcing everybody now. And there's my boy Rasta Phil. Yeah, it was a nice moment. And we have it all. We recorded a lot of stuff. So that's
Yeah.
why we went in the hotel and we showed like in the video, we put Ralph's picture with Ali at the end of my video. That was just Ralph right in the studio doing it live like that, right in the room.
We did something for Black Music Month last month because it was June, and
Okay.
we had an article and a video recap about the greatest lead singers in history for Black musicians, and we had Ralph in the top 10
Oh wow.
for leader
My
for
brethren.
new edition.
When we first met, I told you how it would be. You said you understood and that you'd still keep loving me. Now it seems you're changing your mind each and every time. Girl, one day you'll leave with me. Darling, you just wait and see.
Yeah,
Dude,
we
that's
had
my
him,
brethren, dude. I
Michael.
used to travel the world with them fellas and them, man, and just hang out, going, doing everything, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Back then, Tupac was with Digital Underground, and he had the song with Pat. He was on a tour with Patti LaBelle and the Babyface, and I used to just travel with him, hanging
yeah,
out. Yeah, those are my boys, man. You don't understand. That's how, and he's the Motown sound. Right now, Michael Jackson is gone. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's next, and Prince is gone, so he's the next
True.
legendary Motown singer. Then
Yeah,
Usher,
yeah.
then
And
comes Chris
as you
Brown. You
break
know what I
that down,
mean?
it's true. Yeah,
Oh
that's
yeah,
true.
that's my
Yeah.
brethren. Yes, sir. Yeah, we go way back, man, from Boston. You remember, I'm original Boston man. All my family still live in Boston. You know, my mom
Boston.
is in Boston. My brother, my 6 sisters, my nieces and nephews, 17 great nieces and nephews, and
Yeah.
I hope everybody live in Boston. I'm just the one in Canada. But you know, Canada has been good to me. I came up there to do movies with Mark. And look, I used to tell everybody music would be big. Nobody believed me. Now look at
Yeah.
it. You got Beaver, Drake, Weekend. Look at them all. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Tory
yeah.
Lanez, all the fellas. You know, the
Canada
music
started
is on.
dominating,
It
yeah.
followed me, and then we win the championship.
Hey everyone watching Worldwide Entertainment TV. Let us know your thoughts below and hit that notification bell after subscribing. Visit www.tvn.com to check out this worldwide exclusive.